still
Hey,
says off it. Oh, we are live.
hey, good morning, everybody. Paul Romero, Swiss Gold Global, IBO, Network Marketing Training, number, no way, 69? I think we did 69. We're on
We're
70,
number
aren't we?
70, baby.
70 today, that's right, 69. I got to reverse that. Yeah, we did 69 on Friday. Wednesday. We haven't been here since Wednesday. It seems like forever. Can you believe this? And that's exactly where we're going to take this training today. If you saw the message that I sent out on Google Plus this morning, John and I are going to role play a couple of old friends meeting up. I mean, this meeting could be taking place at a barbecue, or this could be a scheduled thing where we're sitting down for a beer at a bar, or a football game, or a coffee in the afternoon, or it could be, a random a chance encounter at the grocery store. I mean, this meeting can take this little conversation could take place anywhere. Wouldn't you say, John? You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
I do. Well, that's the whole point. I'm going to be kind of playing devil's advocate with Paul here today, and we're going to do a conversation, and I'm going to take the part of that random person or that friend that's being introduced to Swiss Gold Global, and I have no idea what Paul's actually going to talk to me about, and we kind of planned it that way so that the conversation will come off natural, and you can kind of see how a conversation like this goes. I just want to say happy Monday, December 1st. It's not only the first day of the week, it's the first day of the final month of the year. Like, wow, holy moly, where did the time go this year? And as we say quite often, where are we at with our businesses? And are we where we need to be? And if not, let's take some massive action and just put ourselves in a position to really kick some tail in January and make 2015 the best year of our lives. And that's really, we've got a month to prepare for that. And I just want to throw in one thing before I toss this back over to Paul to get us started in today's training, which is going to be a lot of fun, I think, is we talked about homework and putting together your list of people that you would like to go on vacation with. So I hope everybody did that. I made a list. Turned out to be about 15 people on mine. And I don't know if we'll have time to get into the significance of this list yet, but I just wanted to remind people that we had this homework assignment to put together a list of just 5 people you'd love to be able to call up out of the blue to take on a vacation, and whether they can do it or not, that's not what the homework was. It's just 5 people you'd like to be able to do that with. So hope everybody did that. I'm going to go ahead and just say, let's make this a great week. I'm excited to get started with the training here, and toss it back over to Paul to get us rolling.
Well, actually, that list will come into play today, and as we're going to right now begin conversation to presentation. What do you think of that, huh? So, John, hey man, where you been? I haven't seen you in forever. What's going on, man? Look at you, even. Look at you. You're freaking here early. Is this like a new John or something? You're usually always like 10 minutes late. What's going on with this?
Oh, well, man, Paul, you got a big smile on my face. I'm glad you're happy to see me. No, I'm trying to change a few things in my life. I'm in business for myself, and yeah, I'm just trying to get to be on time. So I've made a decision that to be on time, you got to be 10 minutes early for everything. So yeah, thanks for noticing
that. Hey, that's actually awesome, man. I mean, I'm a big believer in if you want to, you want things in your life to change, that you got to change things in your life. So I mean, if you want something new and better out of your world, you want to start being on time for things and being a man of your word. I think that's freaking awesome, dude. So what's been going on?
Nothing. Getting ready for Christmas with the kids. Working the usual.
Yeah.
Running my business the usual.
Been a while, man. How's those kids got to be like animals now? I mean, I know they grow like weeds. I haven't seen them in what's it been, about 6 months? What are they, like 5 foot tall already?
Yeah, there's something. They're growing up fast, and they're 5 and 3 now, and Yeah, they probably doubled in size since the last time you seen them.
That's funny, doubled in size. I like that. Yeah, so I mean, what's been going on with your with your work and stuff, Don? How's things going there?
Pretty good. Putting in a lot of hours. A lot of hours and not enough pay. There's too much. What do they say? There's too much month at the end of the paycheck.
Yeah, I get it, man. Actually, there's really, I mean, there's really a reason that I called you down here today and wanted to hook up with you. I mean, just besides catching up and all that stuff, kind of fun stuff. But the wife and I are planning a vacation in like 3 months from now, and we got to thinking about it. We were actually going to try to do this like next month, and then we thought, you know what? We should like instead of just going by ourselves, let's invite a bunch of friends and whatnot, and let's give it a little bit more time. Let's plan this thing like 3 months from now instead, and it's going to be something really pretty inexpensive. We're just gonna, I mean, it's not a big deal. We're going to do like a 5 day cruise, and you can get rooms on the ship for like $350, anywhere from like 350 to like $650 a person. So I mean, it's not a huge expense or anything like that. And literally, it leaves out of LA. So I mean, from Phoenix here, heck, you can freaking drive right to the ship, park your vehicle, and get a little shuttle right over to the what do they call those things? The gangway, and walk right on the boat, man, and enjoy the party. And when you're done, walk off the boat, hop in the car, and drive home. It wouldn't cost a lot of money, and we're trying to get some people interested and see if they might want to go. Do you think there's any chance that on come May, this is like this is November 1st, or I'm sorry, December 1st. You do think like March 1st? Actually, I think we're looking. I think it's like the 4th or 5th or something like that. But you think in 3 months you'd be able to make it?
Oh, I'd love to say yes, but I'm so worried about if I could really afford it or not, and I'd have to take a week off from, a couple days off from work. But I mean, something like that sounds great. You said 325 to $625 a person. That seems reasonable for a 5 day cruise. Is that for the whole week?
Yeah, yeah. That's like I said. If there's going to be if there was two of you coming, um, or if you were going to bring the kid, say there was both of you coming and you were going to bring the kids too, it's like whatever that price is per person for the adults, and then for each person over that, I think it's like only another $60 a head or something like that. So like the kids are like almost free. They almost throw them in for nothing. But so I mean, yeah, you could be looking at anywhere from 700 to what, $1,300 plus the kids. Add a little bit, $150 for that. But like I said, not a lot of money. I mean, all the food's free. Everything on board is free. I mean, there's things you could pay for, of course, and of course, if you're gonna drink, if you're gonna have any booze, you got to pay for that. They don't give that away, and sodas. Got to keep track of the sodas. Got to pay for
Of course,
those.
we don't
Other
give
than
that
that,
booze away.
I mean, it's just a lot of fun. It's just a way to get away and do that. And like I said, it's pretty cheap. These things they don't charge a lot for these things.
I'm going to consider it, Paul. You know what? Honestly, I would probably have the kids stay with the in-laws and me and the wife go. And well, actually, Paul, maybe you haven't seen me in 6 months, but I don't have a wife anymore. But but I would love to go. Being a single guy, I could, I could have the kids stay with the wife and or the ex-wife, and gosh, that would just be amazing for me to get away for 5 days. But I'm just worried about the money and can I really afford it? I'd love to go with you on a vacation and just do I have the time to take off from work and do I can I really afford it? I hate to say no to you, Paul,
Well, don't
but
you have?
I love the idea.
Well, yeah, I know with what you do, it's not like you guys have scheduled vacation days or anything like that, being out in the field and all that, and But I mean, March isn't really like a super busy time for you guys, is it?
No, no. I guess I'm just more worried about the money, if I can really afford this or not, and do I really have time to take 5 days away from my work?
Well, you know what? I mean, that's I understand. I get it, and I got to tell you that the wife and I have found this business system that is, it's it's unbelievably easy. Anybody can do this. I mean, it's not something about selling or anything like that, and it's a lot of fun. And the reason that we're taking this vacation is because we've only been doing this for just a little bit, not for very long at all, really, but we've already kind of made enough money to actually take this vacation, doing this, working this system in just a few months. And we're like, you know what? This is great, and it's going so well, and it's obviously just going to keep on going. Let's just celebrate. Let's take this money that we just made and let's just go blow it all on a vacation. And we thought, well, what can we do with, just 1,500 bucks, which is like all we made so far. Like, well, let's look into these cruises. They're cheap and whatnot. So that's what we're doing is we're just going out and we're celebrating this new little business system that we started working, and and we're going to take all the money that we made in 3 months. We're going to blow it on this trip because we know we're going to make more. Because it's going that well. It's really awesome.
You got a? I didn't know you got your own business now.
Well, yeah. Actually, we just started this about 3 months ago. Ran into another old friend actually who kind of introduced us to it. Just kind of showed us what they were doing, and it was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Show us more, and the next thing you know, we're just like, hey, I don't see any reason why we can't do this, and we just gave it a shot, and it's just been going really, really well. Yeah, it's just been going really, really cool. It's awesome.
Whoa! Well, what is it all about? What is this?
Oh well, I mean, yeah, I mean, actually, I mean, shoot, 3 months from now, quite honestly, if you started right now, you could probably make the money for this trip. But now, don't laugh, all right? This is probably something that you've heard of before. You probably have some preconceived notions of what this already is, but I can guarantee you, if you give me a few minutes to explain this to you, that I can show you what this is really all about, and not what you think it's all about. That you'll understand. You'll come to be able to come to understand that it's nothing like what you really think it is. It's a network marketing business.
I'm not really familiar with network marketing. I mean, like the Tupperware parties my mom used to have, or like Amway salesmen or something like that.
Well, no, actually, that's that's a form. Actually, I mean, network marketing. There's two kinds really. There's network marketing and there's direct sales marketing. Unfortunately, within all the statistics and whatnot, they kind of get lumped into one pile. But see, like what you're talking about there, Tupperware parties or Avon or selling insurance or just a lot of other stuff that's out there. It's a direct sales business is built upon you having to go out there and obviously sell product, right? And I know you're not a salesman, you're a freaking painter, right? But no, but network marketing is not about sales. You don't have to go out there and sell anything. That's what's so cool about it. So like in those direct sales marketings, if you want to make money, you have to sell one item and you get paid one time. But in network marketing, what you do is we just build this organization and product because people are part of the organization. Your product or service just moves right through this organization, and so you're moving a lot of product and service for the company. And as you build this organization, as that product and service moves through there, it generates money. Generates money that works its way back up through you and into the company, and that's how you earn money. It's really awesome.
I wouldn't even know how to start. I mean, I mean, what's the product, and I mean, how did you learn this business system? I'm you know, I'm a little fuzzy on this.
Well, the funny thing is about it. I mean, I didn't even realize this. I hadn't really had no idea. I mean, I came here to invite you on a vacation. I didn't really come here to pitch you my business, but in actuality, I guess I'm working right now. um, so I mean, because that's really like I said, that's how you build your organization. This is exactly right here how you build your organization. I mean, I'm not selling you anything, am I? I was just telling you what I was doing, and you kind of got a little bit interested in it, and now all of a sudden, maybe, because I'm telling you, hey, listen, if you did get in on this, maybe there's a really good chance that 3 months from now you wouldn't have to worry about needing the money to go on the vacation, and you could join us because it's just that easy. And this is what the business is right here. Is what you and I are doing right now. I mean, how difficult is that? You could do that, right?
Just talk about vacations and tell people about my business that I'm involved in. I mean, this is work for you.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm having a good time. Look, I'm smiling. We're drinking a beer. I mean, what the heck, right? And
Yeah.
well, I tell you what, this the network marketing. It's a real simple system, and really what it's all about, really, is like I said, is just this right here, just sharing what it is that you're doing with other people. Some people are going to get interested. Some people won't get interested, and and then maybe if I was to tell you what the product and service was, maybe you weren't so interested in this whole business side of things, but maybe so I read that in you, and you were like, yeah, I don't have time to do a business or anything like that, so I could switch the subject on you right now and start talking about what the product and service is, and maybe that might be something that you're interested in, and maybe I end up signing you up as a member, a user of the product or service, and that of course makes money for me as well too, and you end up getting a something that you really like out of the whole deal, and maybe later on, a lot of people who sign up with memberships later on, they end up actually seeing the power of moving this product, telling other people, and they're like, hey, I told my friend about this and he signed up and I didn't make any money, and I told my other friend and he signed up and I didn't make any money, and I'm like, I could be making money off these people. Why don't I sign up? So people switch over that way a lot. But I'll tell you what. Would you like me to kind of explain to you how network marketing works?
Well, yeah, I'm very curious to know what it is you're doing, and I, you know, you talked about the system, but you know, it sounds like it might be did you get involved with like a pyramid scheme? I mean, what is your actual product?
Yeah, that's a common thing right there. And like I said, because I'm not selling anything, right? You're not selling any product, you're not selling any services. There is a product, there is a service, and like I said, I don't have to sell it, because if I brought you into my organization as somebody that wanted to build an organization as well too, right? You have to be a member in order to be able to work the system and bring people into your organization. You have to become a member. So you are a user of the product and service. So through me, right, I have to be a user of it. I'm a member, and I'm actually purchasing product all the time, because it's a product that I especially nowadays. Oh my God, right now is a perfect time. But I'll get into that in a minute. But so I'm using the product and service myself, and I'm presenting you with this. And if you came in, obviously you would have to be, if nothing more, a member. You don't have to use the product and service, but there's a monthly membership, so you have to pay your monthly membership. So that's just by you paying your monthly membership, I'm going to make money, and then obviously the company's going to make money, and everybody up the line is going to make money to the company. And then when you bring somebody in, same thing. They have to become a member, and so they're using the product or service, or they're just presenting like you are, but they have to have their membership paid. So you're going to make money, I'm going to make money, up above me is going to make money, and it just rolls on down the line that way. So that's how the product and service gets used and gets moved. Does that make sense?
Right. It sounds like okay. You if I'm I can use this product or service and introduce this to my friends and stuff, and okay, I understand. It's not a pyramid scheme because there's actually a real product or service. So
Mhm.
I gotta tell you, I'm really curious to know what your system is. But more than that, I mean, what's your product? That's what I don't understand.
Oh, I'll tell you, the product is gold and silver. So who doesn't want gold
Oh.
and silver, right? And I know you, you're a big buyer, you're a big silver guy, so that's why I thought you'd be pretty interested in this as well too. Although, like I said, it wasn't my plan today. I actually had you in my mind for this for some other time. I totally didn't think about it. But anyway, regardless of that, let me show you the system now. I mean, let me show you the power within this system, okay? Here, let me grab me that napkin over there. I got a pen right here. Let me show you this. And we're going to go 2 times 2 times 2, and that's how we're going to get from conversation to presentation. And it's just that simple. I mean, I brought up a vacation, which led to a lack on John's part, which led to the presenting of the opportunity. And that's really all it was all about. Just simple enough. And am I really planning a vacation for March 3rd? Well, you know what? If I get these guys to sign up, I dine well better.
Well, Paul, I want to just throw in a couple little tidbits about the psychology of the conversation. It's like number one, meeting up with a friend and building a little bit of relationship. You notice Paul asked me about my family, about my job, about what I want to do for recreation, and then he introduced me to the to what he was doing. And the psychology behind it is, you build a little bit of rapport with the person by asking them questions about their family, asking them questions about what they're doing for work and what they're doing for fun, as far as inviting me on a vacation, and then kind of pointing out the fact that I'd love to do that. Most people can't afford to, even though it's a minimal amount of money. What Paul was talking about, $325 to go on a vacation. Most people don't have the time or the money to do something like that. And then they're coming out with the fact that they've got this void or this gap in their life, and then the introduction of this network marketing opportunity plays right into that. And then the way Paul presented by just mentioning generalities about it sparks the interest. So I start asking him questions about it, and he gets to tell me a little bit about it. And then Paul, what we're trying to do is find the 5 golden ships. So we're trying to get people interested in what the system is, and then, obviously the product's a big part of that, but it's really getting them to understand the product is gold and silver and memberships to a website. We could explain that. But more so than that, what really draws people into wanting to do this is the napkin presentation, and then bringing it from the rapport to the introduction to piquing the interest, getting some questions to, well, this is our product. But you know what? More exciting, just as exciting or that as the product, let me show you how the network marketing business system works, because this is really the exciting part about what I'm doing. Bam, and then you get right into the napkin presentation. And it's really simple. I mean, you could sit with any of your friends on that list that you made of wanting to go on vacation, and I'm going to throw it out there too, because if people are in our downline, we actually are planning a vacation. A vacation is being planned for mid-February, so we do have the vacation kind of planned that we can pitch our friends to. And yeah, I'll toss it back to Paul to kind of to elaborate on the psychology behind the conversation and talk about the cruise and close us out.
Well, unfortunately, we're already three minutes over, so I'm just going to say that we'll bring this out. We'll kind of review this, not tomorrow, but Wednesday. We'll kind of review the conversation, see how things went, talk about how going into that napkin presentation brings us all to a culmination, and kind of where you go with it from there. And so we gave you the homework. You got your 5 people, right? Guess what? Guess what it's time to do? Start setting up some meetings. You got the people on your list that you'd love to go on vacation with. You've seen the little meeting here. Talk about inviting them on a vacation, and let's get these people signed up. So with that, everybody, universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire. See you Wednesday. We will pick up where we left off here and show you how, like I just said, how to get these people on board and how to build your organization and get started. Start setting up some meetings.